Troy Kearns, real estate investor, today in my Las Vegas office, right before I'm getting ready to leave the state for a full year. Where the heck am I going? Why the heck am I going there? Well, I'm about ready to tell you, I am moving to Kansas City for 1 year, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. If you don't know who I am, my name's Troy Kearns. I'm a real estate investor. I started with nothing. Now I have over 350 units, and I can help you achieve financial freedom by simply subscribing to this channel, following me on my socials, on TikTok and on Instagram, and just by taking action and by putting positive thoughts in your mind every day. So let's get started, and I'll tell you why I am relocating my family to Kansas City for the next year. Why would you move from a place where you have all your real estate, where you got all your holdings in Las Vegas, Nevada, and move your family, uproot them from their school system? Why would you do all of this, Troy? Well, let me tell you a little bit about where I am today and how I got here. First of all, I am from Washington State. I lived there for 28 years, and at 28 years old, I said, you know what? I think it's time for a change. I'm gonna move down to Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm gonna become a real estate agent, and I'm gonna make my whole life change, and it did. During the pandemic, my wife and I had been talking for several years that at some point in time, we would like to have a second home in Florida. Well, we have a vacation home in New Orleans, but you know, things, they get old and you want to try other stuff and you wear out of this thing. And I said, well, let's definitely move to Florida. Let's make that a plan in the next couple years. And while we're in the pandemic and we're having all these problems with my properties that I'm buying in Kansas City, because if you didn't know, check out this video about why I invested in Kansas City. But I've been investing in Kansas City for the last year and a half, and I have made such great relationships, and there's so much opportunity, and I'm gonna get into specifically what opportunities I see. And where the heck is Kansas City? Because nobody knows where Kansas City is, unless you're from Kansas City. Is it Kansas City, Kansas, or is it Kansas City, Missouri? Well, that's a great question. And if you asked me a year and a half ago how to answer that question, I would tell you, I don't know, man. They're close to the same. And that's really the case, is that Kansas City metropolitan area is comprised of Jackson County, Missouri, and Wyandotte County, Kansas. That is Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. And for these purposes, we will be talking about the Kansas City metropolitan area. What made me decide to make this move? Well, during the pandemic, we relocated there for 4 months and we had a great time. I bought lots of properties, I made lots of connections, and I felt like, you know what? Las Vegas is a great place. I love it here, but it's been 15 years of me living here and I'm ready for something else. I'm ready to give something else a try. Was I considering other states before I considered moving to Kansas City? Well, you know what? Yes, we were actually originally planning a move to Florida, and we still are. So Kansas City is a temporary thing. I just feel that for us to spend 1 year or maybe a few months more than that with our family, taking a move to the Midwest will be a great benefit for my children, for my family, and for myself. Why? Well, number one, I plan on buying more real estate in Kansas City than anybody's ever seen coming. I bought 100 houses in the last 18 months, and I want to buy 1,000 in the next 2 years. So how do you do that? You got to go down and you got to meet people and you got to get things going, and you can't do things when you're always getting on a damn airplane. What are the factors that I considered before moving to Kansas City? Was this a business decision or was this a family decision? And the answer is it was both, okay? I would never do something that I didn't believe would benefit my family. And the fact of the matter is we have a lot of great relationships here in Las Vegas, and we still will keep all of those relationships that we intend to keep. We made this decision for business and family. Our family is involved in our business. My wife is involved in our business. My family is gonna be involved in my business. So it's both. We're gonna go wherever my family feels comfortable, and we're willing to pick up our shoes, pick up our hats, get on a plane, get in a car, and go to where the next opportunity is. And because Las Vegas has become so competitive with flipping and so expensive to buy rentals, I need to switch things up a little bit, right? I bought an apartment building in Kansas City, a 31 unit, and I believe there are major opportunities, some of the same opportunities I saw in Las Vegas in 2008, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And those opportunities are available for me right now in Kansas City, and I am so happy to have learned all of these great skill sets in Las Vegas. And no, I am not leaving Las Vegas for good. In fact, I will be here once a month with my staff. My corporate headquarters is all located here. The opportunities on a day-to-day basis are better for me in Kansas City for business and for family right now. First of all, here's a couple factors that I want to tell you about that personally have affected me. We have a house that will be our temporary house while we're actually building our house. If you want to check out our new build, here's the video right here. Click the link, watch it after you watch this video in its entirety. Hey, and if you haven't done so yet, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification button, because you too, by sharing this video, with a friend, will help the YouTube algorithm go off to the moon, which will help this video go viral, which will then help us teach you how to become rich by investing in real estate. And that's why I'm moving out to Kansas City, because I'm gonna buy a ton of houses, and I gotta focus 100% buying houses. And there's so many opportunities there for real estate investors that I just feel like if I spend 1 year there and if I immerse myself into this market, I am going to learn it, dominate it with all of the great skill sets I have learned here in Las Vegas, competing against some of the best flippers in the country are here in Las Vegas. And you know what? I don't mind that, but when there's an easier situation, an easier way to make money, and you know it's a great time to do it, you have to seize that opportunity, and you have to not be afraid of change. You have to embrace change, and you have to embrace failure, and you have to make a move, and that's what we're doing. How do I explain it to my wife and kids? Well, I didn't explain it to my wife and kids. We talked about it because it's a decision that I didn't make. We made it together as a family. My kids couldn't care less where we move, because they know if they're with mommy and daddy, they're having a great time. And my wife, she says, let's just do it. Let's just give it a shot. We're gonna build another experience. We're gonna have another chapter in our lives, and we'll be able to teach our children how to meet new people in new communities, how to build new relationships, how to build new friendships, and how to be okay with change. Is this a long-term plan? Absolutely not. Nothing in my life is a long-term plan other than to be successful and to help you succeed in real estate. I truly am immersed in your success. I want to see you succeed in real estate. So if you take these principles and you learn how to invest in real estate, I want to see you enjoy the success that I have enjoyed. And you can do that by investing in real estate, by investing in your future, and most importantly, subscribing to this channel. Peace.